Alright, welcome to Banjo Lesson 7. This time we're going to be looking at skips and we're going to be using the tune Candy Girl to do that. So there was Candy Girl, a lovely little G tune using lots of the techniques we've already looked at, plus introducing a lot of skips. The tune itself is a very simple melody. It's one of those ones where you can kind of keep playing it round and round forever and get into that sort of trance-like feel that some old-time music seems to have. So this is a really nice one to actually get that technique really well embedded into your right hand. So the idea with the skip is that it gives us some syncopation in our playing, where we're using more offbeats than onbeats. And what we actually do is we do that downward movement on the beat, but we don't actually strike a string. And so you go down, miss the string, so you skip it effectively, and still come up and get that fifth string sound, or it might be a drop thumb. So in order to get that practiced and into your right hand repertoire, we're going to have a look at some exercises. So let's look at this first exercise then. For all of this we're in G tuning, G, D, G, B, D. And for the first exercise, if you take your standard clawhammer rhythm of da, da, ga, da, da, ga, say on the first and fifth string, we're going to play that, but we're going to miss out the second note. So it'll be down, miss, skip, da, and then as normal. Like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to move that across the string. So we've done the first string D string, then we'll do the B string, then G, to D. Practicing each of those until you get comfortable. And of course we'll do it with a metronome. So let's try each one of those one time through each string with the metronome. We'll set it going. So I've got that metronome going at 60, using it as 30, so that's down, miss, down, up, down, down, up, that sort of speed. So doing the exercise, we're going to start with that D string, and then we're going to move to the B, then the G, and then the low D. So 3 and 4 and skip, normal, B, skip, normal, G, skip, normal, and D, skip, and as usual what you would then do is gradually increase that metronome till that becomes really comfortable and natural. Exercise 2 is actually a set of 4 little micro exercises, I suppose, that involve some drop thumbing alongside your skips. So we're going to start with a drop thumb and then skip to the 5th string there, and then normal. So that's your first one, da, ga, skip, da, da, ga, and repeat that round till you're happy. Da, ga, da, 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 ga, with the metronome. The second one, you got your normal da, da, ga, and then, so it's the same thing but in reverse effectively. Down, down, up, drop, thumb, skip. Really focusing on where your thumb is for each of those, particularly on the ones where it's not making a sound. So on that that first note, make sure it's actually going to that 5th string, and then you're doing the drop thumb, and then it's come back to the 5th string. Third little exercise, we're going to do, so the skip is on a drop thumb this time, so So you've got a normal strike, then a down but miss it, with your thumb coming to the second string, and then normal. If you're struggling with any of these, try adding in the note that's been missed. So you've got there, where your thumb rests on the 5th string, and then drop thumb, actually use that D string note in there. So da, 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 ga, da, da, ga, da, da, ga. Practice that first, and then so that's that third one. Da, 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 ga. And then the fourth one. So moving across the strings, da, da, ga, da, da, drop thumb, skip again. So thumb on the 5th string, thumb on the 5th string, thumb on the 5th string, miss the note, thumb on the 2nd string. And that's all of those. So work through those very carefully with your metronome, and then you'll be really, really, really ready. I think sometimes with exercises particularly it can be really helpful to see it written down, see the layout of where all the notes fit across the strings, especially for something like this where it's a right hand exercise. If you feel that's the case for you, you can take a look at the link below where you can purchase the book to accompany this series of lessons. Anyway, so moving on, let's look at the chords, or I should say chord. There is only one, and it's G. Well done, we've learnt that bit. So it's time to learn the melody now. So we're going to start with a slide, 3rd fret on the G string up to the 4th fret, and then a skip. So you can choose what string you're pretending to miss out there. I generally pretend to miss out the 1st string, it takes me further past, less chance of hitting strings accidentally, but skip. So slide, skip, and then B, D, B, D. And repeat that 3 times. And then the next bit. So you've got 2nd fret followed by the 5th string, then a drop thumb, first 2 strings open, pull off 2nd to open on the 3rd string, and then a brush. That's the A part. Repeat. B part. So we're starting with a slide 4th fret to the 5th fret. In terms of fingering for this, you don't need to worry too much. You can do the whole thing on just a couple of fingers, really. There's not much going on in the left hand, but slide, skip, and you're up to the 5th fret there. And then the next bar. So you've got drop thumb there on the top 2 strings open, and then slide. I'm using my 1st finger on that one. 2 to 4, and then reach over with your 2nd finger. Nice bit of standard clawhammer rhythm there, and then drop thumb on the top 2 strings, both at the 5th fret. I'm using 2nd and then 1st finger, and then same thing again but open. So drop thumb, and then pull off from the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. To the top string there. So that B part. So that's it repeated there. And that's the whole tune. Play it round and round forever. and when you're ready, let's have a try at playing it through together nice and slowly. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson, and please check back for the next one. Let me know how you're getting on. Do all the like and subscribe stuff, and yeah, see you next time.